Hey guys, so today we're going to be drawing a cartoon Pikachu. What you're going to need for this is a sheet of paper, black marker, and something to color with if you want to color it in at the end. So let's get started. Okay, so first we're going to take our black marker and our sheet of paper. Okay, so at the end, it'll look something like this, minus the bow and all the details on the outside. So for this, you can either make it a female or a male. If you're gonna do a female, the female has bumps on the edge of the Pikachu tail, but the male has a straight line. You can always add eyelashes or whatever you want to do. Okay, so if you want to add a bow and stuff, I suggest you start with a pencil instead of using a marker. Then you can go over it later on, but that's completely up to you on which one you want to go with. Okay, so first we're going to draw a little W a little bit above the center of your paper. You're going to go one hump and then a wider hump on the edge. Now you're going to draw a little U that connects them about like right here in the middle. Now you're going to draw a little circle that's for the eye, not too far away from your mouth, and then you're going to draw about the same size circle that's a little bit closer to the mouth this time. And it's okay if your drawings aren't perfect. The most important part is to have fun. So we're going to draw, for the highlights, you're going to draw a little circle or curve on the inside of the eye on both sides. Now you're going to draw a tinier circle on the inside and color in the biggest bit black and leave the highlights there. You're going to want to do this on both sides of the eyes. So clearly it doesn't have to be perfect, as I already said, because this eye is way smaller than this eye, but that's okay. Now you're going to draw, for the cheek, we're going to draw a circle that's about the same matching size, a little bit bigger, really close to this eye. Now for the face, we're going to make a little dot right here. So it's going to be about matching a little bit behind the cheek, and you're going to make a curve with it. Get really close to the cheek here. You're going to get a little bit higher than the eye and start curving inward. Now right here, you're going to make an ear. So you're going to go a little bit in and make a big curve. And then same step for this side. And then start going inwards. You want to connect them at the top, but make sure they're not too pointy. Now you're going to draw more of a really wide N and color that in on the inside. Make it look a little bit like this. Okay, now you're going to go like this. And you're going to draw a big shape right here. When you get about the starting of this eye, you're going to want to start getting really close to the eye. So about this close to the eye is best. Once you get about halfway through the eye, you're going to start drawing a hump that goes a little bit bigger for Pikachu and start curving in to match up right here. Now pretend like there's an invisible line right here to complete the face. You're going to draw part of that line right here. Make sure it's closer to this side than this side. Over here, we're going to draw the rest of Pikachu's cheek and make it about this size on the hump. Now we're going to draw the other ear. So you're going to start about midway from the eye, and you're going to draw a big hump, and this side's going to go big hump, meet here, not too pointy, make it a little curved at the top, and then you're going to draw your in shape. And now you're going to color that bit in black, just like what we did for over here. You can always fix it, adjust it, or anything. It works. Okay, now we're going to make the body. So we're going to start a little bit before where we ended, right here for the hump on the cheek. we're gonna go outward a little bit and start going inward. Gonna wanna make it pretty long, but not too long. That way the Pikachu looks a little bit, well, stubby-ish. And then go outward, like this. Now we're gonna draw 3 tiny bumps and go outward, not too far. Now you're gonna make a little line right there. I'd probably put a little point here. And you're gonna draw a little bit of a diagonal line going down. You can always fix the connection bit. You wanna get the dot about like right above this part. Now you're gonna draw 1 really tiny bump, a wider bump, and a bump that's about that wide. And go out with it. Make it a little bit shorter than this line. Okay, so now you're gonna go, pretend like there's an invisible line on the toes, and you're gonna go from right there, and you're gonna go down, and then you're gonna start curving up. And connect it about right here a little bit before the end point right there. Okay, so now we're gonna draw a little foot right here. You're gonna start right here and right here. You're gonna go outward and curve in, and this one's just gonna go pretty much straight up. And then you can curve them and connect them at the top. Now for over here, now you're gonna draw a little line that goes up / diagonal, and it's going to curve inward. Now a little bit before that, it's gonna be right here. That's for like the thigh bit. We have a kitty invited. Hello, Mr. Odin. Okay, anyways, back to the art. Now we're going to draw, it depends on if you want to make this a male or a female, but we're going to make the tail. I'm going to do a female. So we're going to go a little bit lower than the end of the foot, right here, maybe about the same space. So I'm keeping track of where I go by my lines. It's pretty much, it's easier than that. So you're going to go make a diagonal line up, then you're going to make a diagonal line down, then straight up, and then you're going to go out like this. And if you want to do a female, do the humps at the end. If you want to do a male, just make it straight there. Okay, now you're going to go in. Don't get too close, that way it's more room. You're going to go pretty much straight down, a little bit diagonal. Get a little lower than that line. Okay, now you're going to go inward, right to match up there. And now go down. So like this. I'm going to add eyelashes on my Pikachu. And I think I want to add a little bow as well. So for the bow, you're going to draw a little circle, out, out, connect, out, out, connect. And to make it look more realistic, I'm going to draw 2 tiny lines that go diagonal, opposite ways from each other, like this. You can always draw the ears more sideways. You can make your face different if you want to. You can always add like lines right here to make that tail look more like a Pikachu. You can always add like designs on the outside. For example, on this sheet of paper, I used pencil for this, so it was a little bit easier, but I drew dots everywhere, flowers, bows, hearts. So you can always do that. See, there's always a difference every time you draw it, clearly. There's a big difference here. Plus, it's with markers, so it's a little bit different. But when I'm going to trace this over at some point soon with my black marker, and I'll make sure that I send a little clip of that, and I'll definitely send a clip of all of the pets we own. So I hope you guys had fun making your Pikachu today. I'll see you next time. Bye!